Welcome to the Sober Soldiers Live cast. This is Sober Soldiers Live, coming to you live from First Church of the Open Bible, Sober Soldiers Room. We believe that God and recovery must come first, and that recovery is not a one-size-fits-all. This is our live recovery Thursday night meeting. CJ Vasquez is opening tonight's meeting. Please feel free to type in the chat. This is a live meeting. Anything God and recovery related, drop your recovery dates, anything you may be struggling with, anything you want to talk about. We have a few announcements to cover. Thanksgiving, we are in November. Our Thanksgiving Sober Soldiers Breaking Bread is coming up. So, enjoy the meeting. We're live.
Testing. Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is CJ Vasquez. I'm in recovery. I have 27 years in recovery. So welcome to the Sober Soldiers Live Recovery Meeting. We are not affiliated with any 12-step program. The difference is we are not a program, we are a recovery family. We believe God and recovery come first, and recovery can be found in many various ways. We have a few announcements to cover before we get this meeting started. Tomorrow, bonfire at the Sober Soldiers home, last scheduled one of the season. Aww. So come join us for some hot dogs and chips, and just bring a side if you want. But yep, 7 o'clock food starts. And then November 25th, 7 p.m., testimony night at Valley Junction. Jess, Jenny, and Susan, 3 20-minute testimonies. And then join us for here at the church, Thanksgiving Day, Sober Soldiers Breaking Bread, 3 p.m., gym doors open. And then also next Thursday, we're all going to B-dubs for TJ's birthday. He's going to be, he's going 46 to 47. So yeah, but B-dubs. live for those unable to attend in person. If you do not get the opportunity to share during the meeting, please feel free to jump on the group page and share on the live event or on the page. Everyone's recovery is valuable to this recovery family. Recovery is not a one-size-fits-all. Please speak into the microphone so the people online can hear. If you choose not to share, please at least share your name and recovery time so we can get to know you. We here in the Sober Soldiers community celebrate every day as a victory. Please keep your share to 3 minutes max so everyone gets to share. And as you can see, we keep a chair in the center of the room. For those out there still stuck, still stuck and suffering, and the family members suffering along with them, praying one day they find their chair. A moment of silence followed by the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So tonight's topic is on reaching out. With the holidays coming up, we wanted to remind everybody that we have a Sober Soldiers Facebook page that has over 7,000 members. So if you are struggling 24/7, there's somebody available. We are worldwide. And so reach out on that page. You're not alone. We have a hotline. You can text it. You can call it. It's 24 hours. Get numbers after these meetings. So that you're not alone. The holidays are super hard. The winters, the days are darker. And we just want everybody to know that, it's right now, build your recovery buddies up. I have a big list of recovery buddies that I check in with, that I call. Even me, I have to reach out sometimes because life is hard. It gets you, make sure to take your vitamin D, all those things to help you with your mood. We have a lot of things coming up. Force yourself to come. We have a lot of events from Thanksgiving to the last bonfire. We're going to try and do some bowling events. Just keep reaching out. You're not alone. We can all get through this together. That's my spiel.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I have 18 months today. I'm not really good at reaching out, but I've started reaching out because I know that I needed some help. So I actually went to my doctor, and I got on some medicine that's actually going to help me with my anxiety, my depression, and then today I just started seeing a therapist. So finally I'm getting help that I should have got help a long time ago, but I guess it's time. So, and with that, I'm gonna pass. Thanks,
What up, y'all? Logan Partlow, 335 days. Reaching out was not something that I ever did. I was a big-time isolator, grew up in a small town. Talking about really anything in general was not something that was of the norm, especially not my family. It was always something that was more or less, we see your issues, we know that you have them, but they're yours. Deal with them, take care of them. Your shit's not gonna be my shit, kind of thing. And it wasn't until it wasn't until I found this group of people, this family, this form of recovery that I was able to do so, or I felt comfortable enough to allow myself to be vulnerable and reach out and sit down and have those conversations. The biggest person that I can't bullshit myself though. I think that's the biggest issue that I have in reaching out. Even when I do reach out, I want you to think that I'm doing better than I really am. I'll let you know, or I'll hint to certain things, or I'll let you know bits and pieces, but I'm not going to let you know the full thing. I'll allow you in a little bit, but I'm going to keep you at a distance so I can keep myself safe. And that's something that I need to work on when reaching out, because reaching out is about, letting go and, releasing what you have going on to somebody that's either been through it or knows somebody that's been through it that can help you. I mean, the whole point of it is to get something out of it, and you can't really get anything out of it if you half-ass it. So I would say, and this is not me telling you, it's me telling me, but reach out wholeheartedly. Give yourself to the person that you're trusting, because you never know, how your day may go. So, yeah. I'm moving in my place on the 21st. First time in my adult life that I haven't been like with a partner or with my kids or anything like that. So, I like to talk about it because reaching out is going to be really important to me. It's going to be the first time that I've been alone in my life. I know that I'm not alone. I'm not completely alone. It's been weird, if I'm being honest. Devotionals by yourself in the morning are weird. I don't know. It's different. It's a little stressful. But it's supposed to be, right? When you're scared, you're supposed to go. So, stay bold. Love y'all.
Joseph led 91 days in recovery. Reaching out, I would have to agree with Logan on a lot of it. But it's really hard for me because, there's lots of people that you could reach out to that aren't the people you should be reaching out to. There's got to be a lot of trust there. And lots of times that I've asked for help in the past, people turn around and use that against me. So, I find it hard reaching out to people, even though that some of them are supposed to be the ones that we're supposed to reach out to. But, therapy is really good. Those people get paid not to talk. I don't know, I'm kind of having a tough time with reaching out because it seems like it always backlashes. Before my grandpa died, I was like, how do you deal with all this stuff? You just keep on going through it, Grandpa. And he didn't say anything. He turned around and walked inside. And then I got home and I had a problem arise. And I didn't say anything for like 2 hours. So I got apologized to after the storm blew through. So basically, what I took from my grandpa is just to shut up and let up, But that's not the right thing to do most of the time. There are people out there that you should definitely reach out to, especially in hard times. I was fighting suicidal a lot, and all I wanted was my family to come around, and they didn't. And every time I reached out to them, I hung up the phone or blocked my number and stuff like that. And I should have just reached out to a therapist, or I should have put myself in treatment, and I did eventually. But reaching out is good. Trusting those that you reach out to is a big one.
Hello, my name is Casey, and I've got 119 days today in my recovery. Reaching out, I had to really kind of think about this. Sorry, I wasn't listening to most because I was thinking about what I was going to say. Terrible. I heard the most important parts. I think I tuned in here and there, but I think reaching out has been hard for me only because I remember. So when I was 17, my real father was murdered. Reaching out for that it wasn't. I remember a lot of my family members, they went on medication, and the home that I grew up in with my father who raised me and my grandmother, whom I love dearly, both of them, getting help and speaking out about that you're not okay is not a thing. And So that was the first time that I stopped, that I didn't reach out. Again, I didn't reach out when, I reached out and I got punished for it. I reached out to my probation officer when I was 19, and I told her I had a problem and I wanted help. I got sent to prison. I didn't get help, and so that stopped me from reaching out from there on out a lot. In 2019, I reached out to friends of mine and told them that I had a bigger drug problem than what they knew. And I think for them, it was just they didn't know how to handle it. A lot of the times, I feel like I was just reaching out to the wrong people, the wrong individuals who didn't know how to handle something. When I reached out and told them that I had a methamphetamine problem, it was something they were there for, but they were only there for a minimum amount of time. And then it was like they didn't understand why I didn't stop. And again, reaching out this time, again, it was so scary for me to reach out because of all those times before I had been left on the sidelines. I had been abandoned. I no longer have those friends that I reached out to. So like reaching out is hard for me. It's extremely hard. This time reaching out, I guess I reached out to the right people. I had the right probation officer this time. It was do or don't and do or die. And my probation officer has been amazing. I'm sad to have to switch probation officers come to Polk County because she is the reason why big reason why I went to treatment. She's the reason why I didn't sit behind bars. Just admitting this time that I had a problem, and for people to be supportive of me having a problem and knowing it's going to take me to get to where I need to go, but to have that support on the way was amazing. So reaching out now is something I know that I can do, and through this community, through AA communities, through NA communities, through church, I reach out on all those different levels. I go to AA and NA every week. I come here every week. I go to church every week. I do those things, but there are so many groups of people that are around in this area. This area's recovery group, it is an extremely strong movement in this area. It is like no other anywhere else. So reach out. Somebody's gonna listen someday.
I'm Bubba. I got 48 days of recovery. Reaching out for me is letting all the skeletons out of the closet and getting everything off my head and telling my therapist about my past, not letting all my old friends back in. I got a new Facebook this time. If you're not a positive person for my life, I'm not letting you in it because that can jeopardize my sobriety, you know? The only person I feel that I got in my corner outside of this family is my sister, you know, because she's the only one that ain't using. And with that, I'll pass. Thanks.
My name's Chris. I'm in recovery. I got 31 days today. So reaching out, I definitely like this topic because it's one thing I also have struggled with. And I think if you were to ask most of the people in this room, it's definitely something that a lot of us have struggled with. And because if not, I don't think our addictions would have gotten nearly as severe as they did. Now, I just know for myself that growing up, again, kind of I think it was Casey saying, reaching out was not a thing. And then, in fact, for my case, it was so extreme, I'd always have my stepfather just bashing me mentally, this, that, and the other. I'm not going to get into all that, but I've also learned, though, that there are people that really care and give a shit about not only what I feel and believe, but they want to make sure I succeed. And it took me a long time to really figure that out because for the longest time, I just buried my head in the sand and just put whatever I could in my body just so I just wouldn't feel nothing. So, but I definitely I will say I got 2 weeks left at Thrive, and I'll be graduating, so that's a plus. The fitness center has been so far amazing. Like, I don't know, and it's also awesome that I got the same counselor or case manager that I did at Ivory Plains last year, so that's a little bit of help. But and one last thing too. So I did speak with DHS this week about my son. I know if you see me with him a couple weeks ago. I'm now having to jump through hoops, not from my fault, but other reasons that I got to jump through these hoops just to make sure I could get back into my son's life. Now, like, I thought it was going to be a lot quicker than what it's actually going to end up being. But you know what? In the end, it's worth it for sure. And this is, this time, I got a whole different motivation that I've had these last few years. I have a chance to have my 5-year-old son back in my life again, and that's worth more than any fucking drugs, excuse my language, that I could ever put in myself. So, with that, I'll pass. Thank you.
Chris and I have 1 year, 9 months, and 4 days in recovery. I think I've heard it frequently so far, reaching out. You know, growing up, when I was younger, I always heard the statement, if you want a reason to cry, I'll give you a reason to cry. And I think that's, I mean, you know, when I got older, probably 13, 14, my stepdad and my mom got together, and that's, I mean, it changed then, but it was already rooted in me that you don't cry, men don't cry, and you definitely don't talk about your feelings. That was already rooted in me as a child, so I think I carried that on throughout my whole life, and I still to this day, I don't reach out. I try to battle whatever I'm going through on my own. I try to bear it on my own shoulders. Sometimes I don't even reach out to God. I just try to figure it out on my own. And, you know, I think it's affected me in a lot of ways, but it causes me to just stay stuck in that state of mind for an extended amount of time. I know I have people that I can reach out to, but I'm very stubborn and prideful, so I don't do it. Like I said, I try to figure it out on my own. But I know lately I've been praying a lot more. I might not reach out to people, but there's always somebody there that is listening, that is going to help and guide me, and that's Jesus Christ. So I think a lot of other people have said that, you know, reaching out to people has been hard for me because I don't trust very easily. Like, you got to earn that. It's not just given away. I don't know. I've always felt like I've had to earn people's trust, and I earn it. So I think that's another issue that I have, because there's people that deserve that trust without having to earn it. But I'm still stuck in that mindset that if I gotta earn it, you gotta earn it. But yeah, with that, I'll pass.
My name's Adam. I got 445 days. So I've been to treatment a few times, and every time I've left, I just pretty much relapsed, like either a month or two after I got out. I never took any action to continue my recovery. This time I was able to get into sober living with the Soldierz, and I've had a few days where I was in that mindset of just like saying F it, you know, getting a couple shooters or getting some kratom, or, you know, just the start of the misery. And I know now that just that one shot or that one puff will get me in trouble. Now I'm able to deal with that better. A lot of people at my work just hit weed pens all day, and back in the day that would have really triggered me. But now it's just like I feel better. I'm more clear-minded. I'm not angry. I'm not
itching to get high all day long. I've reached out a few times, when I was going to do something stupid, and it's worked, so that's good. I pray a lot more, especially when I'm feeling that way. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today, and feel pretty good about my recovery and my willpower. But I know I gotta stay humble and know that there's gonna be days that aren't as easy. So praise God.
Tony Vasquez, anointed warrior of Jesus Christ, 29 months and some change. Reaching out for me, I basically going to go with Galatians 2:20. It is, in 29 months, it is no longer I that lives, it is Christ that lives in me. And even if I did die, it's to gain. With that being said, even in our struggles, even in our hardest times, we got to think, even when we surrendered, we had our arms up saying, I quit. And then even God always had his arms out, reaching out for us. So I believe that reaching out could be equal in surrender and accepting. So I did the math. In the last, from the 5th of October to the 5th of yesterday, I ended up reaching out and checking into 52 people I checked into the Bethel mission in a month. And just for me to scroll through all those pictures of my check-ins and getting to know everybody's story, it truly is God that is transformation in my life. It is God that is doing something in my life. All I need to do is just sit here, enjoy the ride, stay humble, but continue to remember where my help comes from, and that only comes from him. And as I continue to proceed, he will continue to add many, many blessings my way. And I want to say it is a privilege for me to have that lady over there, Stephanie, hit her 18 months, because I've known her from the beginning, and she is growing, and she is becoming something beautiful in my eyes. And also being able to go to a graduation ceremony Tuesday night and see Susan over here move up in the phase of the program. That is truly what makes my life. Just seeing these people that start from scratch and are whipping up into a beautiful batter. And I just want to give God all the praise. I want to continue to give him the glory. I want you guys to continue to stay focused, continue to press in. Take baby steps if you have to. It starts with baby steps. Something little turns into something big. You just got to have the faith to pursue. Tony Vasquez, I'm out.
I'm Eric. I got 340 days in recovery. Reaching out, that's like pretty big one for me. I kind of saved myself. But since I've been in the house and I'm working on reaching out when I'm in my head about certain things or frustrated or angry, it is some things I don't like. The reason why I don't reach out is because some things I don't like telling other people what's going on with me in my head, because I don't want them to look at me a different way because I'm following the faith of God. And sometimes I get really frustrated with everything in the world, with everything in the world that's like certain things that go on throughout the days, it's a struggle for me because sometimes I get really angry about certain things and I don't know how to express it. And so, but I've been working on it. I got the guys at the house sometimes, I act a little crazy, and sometimes it's just certain things that go on, like I grew up to myself, and my stepdad, he was kind of abusive a little bit, but as I've grown in my days, learning to be Presley said, but never cried. Don't cry. You get up and keep working, keep what you have to do. So it's a struggle. I'm working on it. I'm reaching out. That'll pass.
My name's Jamie. I have 8,716 days clean from meth, and I also have 675 days sober from alcohol. So reaching out for me, I mean, it's been getting pretty easier for me. I actually am going through some things right now, and instead of, like yesterday, instead of me going and purchasing a bottle and saying forget it all, I came pretty close to relapsing yesterday. Instead I reached out, and I'm glad I did, because I know I gotta stay strong, and I gotta stay sober-minded for my daughter and for myself. And if I could just ask everybody to keep my daughter and myself in prayers, that'll pass.
I'm Tyler. I got 1 year, 10 months and 2 days in recovery. I do agree with Preston and Eric on it. As men, we're expected to just tough it out. That we, as men, we're not supposed to reach out when it's weak and feel it makes you seem weak, But in God's word, it says in Galatians 6:2 that we need to carry one another's burdens and so to fulfill the law of Christ, So I think that it's the law of Christ. It's what you need to do, when you're weak. But you can also lean on Christ when you don't have anybody to reach out to. It's like something I do quite often. I sit on my knees and I pray every morning. I start my day out because that's where my strength comes from. It's Christ, man. And at the beginning of the day, it's what I lean on is His Word and His strength. But since I got to a point in my life where I was in my addiction and I went to prison, I thought I was also. It's hard to reach out back in the day when I was still in my addiction because I thought I was a know-it-all. I knew everything. I knew best. I could do this on my own. No one could tell me shit. But as I got farther into my addiction and the more helpless I felt, I realized that I'm not a know-it-all and I can't do this on my own. And that's when I think the surrenderance part comes in. You gotta be willing to give up all that arrogance and that toughness and actually, lean on something other than yourself, whether it be, God or just a friend. So I have a lot of people that I lean on to, I reach out to these days. I got an amazing boss who she has a company that she's very, very godly woman, and I can work on things I know good. I can actually reach out to her. I have the brothers at the house. I have other people from church. I got a couple of guys that I went to Bible study when I was still before that I still talk to this day that we exchange prayers for. But yeah, it's all about the body of Christ and the church. We all have the strengths that we bring to the table every time we're opposed.
My name is Jenny, and I have 15 months in recovery. When I first started out in recovery, I wasn't really big on reaching out when I needed help. For me, the experience that I had was kind of flipped. I would reach out when I would have a breakthrough or when something good was happening. And to build trust for me, I have to understand that the people around me aren't going to be like jealous of the good things that happen to me. They're actually going to be happy for me. So that's kind of the reason why I wouldn't reach out when I needed help, is because I didn't trust that people would actually be there to fully help me. So if you have a tough time reaching out for help, try reaching out when things are going good for you, because we want to help you, but we also want to cheer you on
when things are going good for you. With that, I have a little bit of a story to tell, some of a breakthrough that I had yesterday. I've not been good at praying out loud. I've been afraid to do it. And yesterday I was asked at our women's Bible study if I would pray, if I would end. If there was one person starting the prayer, and then she asked me if I would end, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm great at praying in the quiet place. Like, I will pray all day long in the quiet place and no holds barred. But praying out loud has just been, like, a struggle for me. But I did it, and it was beautiful. And so I went home, and I was praying in the quiet place, and I was praying out loud to myself. But all of a sudden, like, I was just overcome with all of these distracting thoughts. Like, should I watch a movie? What video should I watch on my phone? Maybe, is there a cool game I can play on my phone? You know, just all these thoughts, and it just kept, like, flooding in, and I was like, God, I'm having all these thoughts, but all I want to do is talk to you. Would you please shield me? God, please protect me. God, please give me the courage to fight this attack. And then I said out loud for the first time, Satan, in the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to leave me. Leave me alone. And then I swear, it's like I was looking around for my thoughts. I was like, where did they go? The only thought going through my head was, where did all those thoughts go? It was amazing. My head just emptied. And I was able to sit and talk with God in peace. That's all I got, guys. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Autumn. For those of you who were there on Monday, I shared that today would have been 57 days, but I had relapse last week, and so I'm on 7 days today. It has been a struggle for a week. The first few days, struggling physically with the withdrawal, and then just getting back on track and back to remembering my whys and reaching out to the people who matter. And I did reach out last week. I think that's why I was able to kind of nip it in the bud after a few days and not continue on the trend. I am one that's very good at reaching out to see how other people are, and reaching out when I need help has been a lot more difficult. So, for those of you that I do know, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm still struggling. It's still a day-to-day challenge, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'm showing up. So,
I'm Felicia, and I have 37 days clean today. For me, I've always struggled with reaching out. I'm a hard-headed person, as some people may know. I'm the type of person that usually feels like I gotta do things on my own. It's my problem, I gotta do it and figure out a solution on my own. I've been dealing with a lot of things that I've been putting off on the back burner for years. I don't blame myself for my trauma anymore, which I figured out at Thrive. It's still kind of surprising to me to say that, to be honest, but I actually stand behind it. When I had a Sunday meeting at my sober living house, I actually told everyone my warning signs. And that's kind of a hard step for me to say because I'm the type of person that likes to isolate. And I made too many commitments to isolate, so I kind of counterproductive myself there. Yeah, I got to be I'm going to be chairperson at the NA Recover Like a Girl meeting next week. And I also get to be key tagger for the next month at another meeting, so there's another commitment. So there goes trying to isolate myself. For me, I haven't dealt with my brother's death sober since he passed away, and it will be 7 years this year. It's a hard kind of struggle for me to deal with because I'm also battling through my trauma that happened 2 years ago. that was the reason why I relaunched last year. And had almost a year-long binge. And thankfully I was at Thrive, so it wasn't a year. And to be able to, you know, talk to everyone and reach out. Sometimes I go to 2 meetings a day. If I have too much free time, it can be a bad thing, but there are people that I do reach out to, and I mean, I have been building my relationships with my family, so then I also, again, can't be isolating, because then people will check in on me. And I also have been making sure to put my recovery first this time around, and I have too many goals that I want to complete and succeed in that I'm finally not self-sabotaging myself anymore, which is a weird feeling. Because I can be my own worst enemy, but it's honestly time to be my best friend. And they always say, you know, you give the best advice to your best friend, but you don't ever take that same advice. And, you know, just letting people know that the next month, especially starting tomorrow till December 7th, is going to be a really hard time for me. I, you know, have been outspoken about it. I have even told my counselor at the House of Mercy that, hey, you know, I'm probably not going to want to talk about the subject. But at the exact same time, to have my probation officer actually be proud of me that he wouldn't stop smiling, it's like, normally I haven't seen you, but at the exact same time, it's like, you seem really good to see me today. And to be able to pass a UA, that's something I've never been able to do in the past 10 years, and that's because I wouldn't reach out. I would drown my feelings in drugs, thinking that, oh yeah, you know, I'll go to the problem for the solution, thinking that that would help. And I have really been building back friendships with sober friends that I couldn't come to face with, honestly. Some of them, they were constant support, but then a few of them were enabling. And I, you know, had to set boundaries on that and actually talk about it with them because, you know, I'm trying to better myself, but at the exact same time, you know, I appreciate the care and love that they give, but at the exact same time, I, you know, been working on that self-awareness also. So, thank you for my tip truck, and I'll stop rambling. I'll pass.
My name is Michelle. I will have 4 months on the 12th this month. On my birthday, so.
All right.
But I would have had 11 months on the 4th. I relapsed and I didn't reach out when I should have, but now I reach out all the time to everybody and anybody.
This is one of the girls who has reached out to me.
So, you know, I'm just focusing on doing better, keeping my spirits up. You know, last night I prayed to God so much because I lost my wallet. And this morning, TJ called me, and because of the death in Benjamin gave me cards to Soldierz that were in my wallet. They said this room must belong to these people. They have some cards, so that's why they got a hold of TJ. So with that, I'll pass.
My name is Alex. I'm 71 days clean today.
Ryan Brooks, I have 76 days today. Recovery buddies. Right now, I'm pretty blessed. I got the brothers in the house, and those are a big one. You know, I got friends from Thrive I keep up with too. You know, I've just been centering myself on people in recovery. You know, recovery just like me. You know, keeping surrounded with positive people. You know, can't forget about the ultimate recovery buddy. No, Sean, it's not you. But that one is God, man. That one has been the ultimate one for me, the one that showed me the path, the one that has put me on the path I'm on. You know, and it's been a really good adventure. motivation down, and keep up with people and stay out of my pride. I tell you that every day, Eric, when we're working out, Amy, stay out of your pride. If you gotta go down, you gotta go down. Don't hurt your body. Well, you know what? If I gotta reach out, get out of my pride, dude, and don't hurt my mind, don't hurt my body, don't put, So, yeah, just stay out of the pride. Done with that.
And Sean, I got 298 days today. Growing up, I was always told not to talk about it, just told not to deal with it. That created a lot of anger in my life, and I had a lot of struggles from that in my life. But in my recovery this year, I've learned that I can reach out to my brothers, sisters, you guys, you can talk to God. And that saves me from a lot of things I would have done. Like, reaching out's a big part of our recovery, guys. And if you don't see somebody doing it, like, you can check on them. It goes both ways. Without
I'm Katie. I have 61 days today. Right now, I'm struggling with stability. My life has been chaos for the last 10 years. So I've been really good at pinpointing the chaos in my life. I moved sober livings. I'm looking for new jobs. The sobriety part isn't really hard for me because my uncle always said it has to be not an option for you. So now that I know it's not an option, I don't really think about it. But all my life I've always been a people pleaser. So I try to do things to make others happy. But in sobriety in the last 61 days, I've realized that I have to make choices for me no matter what, no matter if it's for family or and friends. And for the first time, I don't feel bad about it. So I guess I'll continue to come back to you.
I've got about 80 days clean.
I'm Jacob, and I have 936 days.
Hi, I'm Sky, and I have 73 days. I'm just listening.
I'm Beth. I've got 74. No, hey, 74 days. Yeah, reaching out for me has been really hard for me as well. I've been relying on my Thrive people too. It's really hard because I do like to isolate myself too, and knowing that I have these applications, it helps make it help, and I appreciate being here. Thank you.
I'm Gary. I got about 68 days in. I'm just like everybody else. I'm an isolator, and I don't reach out to anybody. I don't ask questions, and I guess I always use the excuse it's better to listen than anything else. And that's one of the things I'm learning now is, especially going through Thrive, unlike everybody else I went through, and I'm grateful that place is there. And that's one of the things is the people that I went through there with come to this meeting. That's why I come to this meeting, is to see those people and to see the people that are going to be hopefully where I'm at now in just a couple months or whatever, that, stick with it and you can do it. And everybody here, especially on your Thrive alumni, is there for you. I'll go ahead and have it.
I'm Lindsay. I think I have like 40 days clean. Reaching out, I'm really bad at that. Or we all, I think. I relapsed a few months ago, and that time I did reach out. And I went to 2 other inpatient treatments. I left after like 5 days. And then I ended up at Thrive, and I stayed and doing really well now, so I'm about that.
My name's Connor. I got 51 days clean today. I went to treatment when I was 18 the first time, and now this time around on the Thrive, and I thank God every day for Thrive and the staff there. It's saved my life, really. So, with that, I'll pass.
My name's Tammy, and I'm 18 days clean, and I'm just listening.
My name's Kayla, and I'm 40 days clean, and I'm just listening.
I'm Ben, I have 34 days sober.
Yeah. I'm Chris, I got about 18 days sober.
My name's Sarah. I have 34 days sober today. Reaching out for me, honestly, was really hard up until I came to Thrive. And honestly, like, Thrive's definitely saved me. I'm still in Thrive. I get out next Friday, so I will most definitely be back here, and I will talk more. But for now, I will pass.
Thanks, Sarah.
I'm Alicia, everybody. I got 11 days today. I'm really nervous, and I loved everything that you guys have said, and I really love this meeting. Thank you.
Paul, alcoholic. I got 30 days in. Great to hear. All these stories are like way better than the ones I've been to. Oh, it's way better than the other meetings I've ever been to. Everybody's so down to earth and they just let it all out. It is so cool. Refreshing, actually. So, that's about it. Welcome to the family.
I'm Jason. I got 9 days today. Reaching out, that's going to be a hard one. I'm working on a program pretty much every day, but yeah, the whole reaching out thing is, I don't know, it's totally new to me. It's totally foreign. Anyways, I don't know, every day is a work in progress, so hopefully we'll get there, but that's all I got.
Thanks, Paul.
I'm David, alcoholic addict, and I'm 16 days sober.
My name is Steven. I'm 15 days clean of alcohol. Thank you guys for having me.
Hello, my name is Heather. I am a little over 9 years clean. I'm actually here though to support my daughter, Jenny, who recently went to Thrive and had a good experience there. But yeah, it's been a struggle to see your daughter go through what you did is just mind blowing. I mean, but I have a therapist, so I do reach out, and I go to church, so I've been doing all that for 9 years. That keeps me going. The therapist, church, friends at work, but it's just hard to see your kid go down the same path you did and not know how to stop them or help them. Yeah, some days I don't know. But do a lot of praying to God too. Keep me sane. Yeah, but reaching out is, it's kind of hard for me too, but I don't know, I think maybe I should have done it sooner. I've only been to one NA meeting before and I didn't really like it, but this one seems very good. Very good. She wanted to come and I'm like, yeah, let's go. So here we are.
I was almost too much clean. And last weekend, I just had to go to my playgrounds, and I had a little slip up, so I'm about 4 days back in being clean. And yeah, I did go to Thrive, and I am thankful for that program because I don't think I would have came that far. But other than that, I'm gonna pass.
My name's Sherry, and I have 657 days of the law. I'm just in awe when I go around and I see all the people from Thrive and how well they're doing, and it just makes me grateful that God brought me a job there. With that, I'll pass.
My name is Blake. I'm 5 days sober. About a year and a half ago, my best friend took his life, and that was the only person I ever reached out to. My dad's Green Beret, my mom's also military, so, you know, I wasn't allowed to have feelings growing up, so my best friend was all I ever looked towards. And ever since he's been gone, just tried to drugs real bad. And recently, my wife left me, or she took off on me and told me that I needed to get better. And now I'm here.
I'm Cody, and I got 38 days clean. It was always a big struggle for me because I thought I could do it on my own, and I couldn't. And especially about a month and a half ago, I couldn't do it on my own. My best friend was put in the hospital. His liver failed. Nobody thought he was going to come back, and he came back through, and I couldn't get myself to come back. And I thought about doing the one thing that I swore I'd never do. That was to take my own. And instead of doing that, I spent 2 hours on the phone reaching out to any rehab I possibly could, and Thrive was the one who finally did it for me. I walked into Thrive, and I was not a good person at all. I remember trying to jump through windows, throwing hammers. I lost my glasses for 2.5 weeks. And yeah, that place changed my life, and being able to be here with sober Soldierz and seeing everybody all over again every week really just brings out the best in me. Going through Thrive and meeting all of these lovely people and beautiful souls brought my soul back to me. I can listen to music and actually hear it again. I'm so happy to be here with every single one of you. And with that, I'll pass. Thank you, guys.
I'm Isaac. I'm in recovery, and today I got 215 days, so 7 months. Think about like my last relapse, like that would have stopped it all if I had just reached out or just gone to a meeting, you know. But looking at it now, like where I'm at with things is like, at first, I mean, I don't necessarily reach out to people. I reach out to the man upstairs. But if I want answers or a solution right now, then I start talking to people, you know, because like, I mean, I know a lot of it is just having patience for God's timing. And like, that's like first going to him and then next to the people around me, you know, like, today I got to reach out to the people that were in treatment. I keep in touch with them. So like the people that were in treatment with me, I reached out with Victor. And then Trent was calling me about his girlfriend's problems today. And I'm like, dude, like, you know, I mean, I get it, you know, like everybody's got their problems, you know, and like I like the fact that like you can reach out to me like that. But you know, just keeping in touch with those people, or like, you know, being able to keep in touch with people out here to reach out, you know, like that would have saved me a big amount of problems that I have now if I just reached out in the first place. So like, I mean, it just makes me wonder like who's out there not reaching out because like they don't know what to do, you know. Like if you ever feel that way, like just know like I'm always that person you can reach out to for anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, like oh this is, I might tell you what you might not want to hear, but like, you know, just being able to reach out to me would be something, you know. But yeah, with that I'll pass. No? time? Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess I'll speak. I didn't want to take up too much time here. It's been 138 days since I've recovered. I'll make mine quick. Reaching out has been absolutely horrible for me. I struggle with it. I have major trust issues. There's probably like less than 10 people that I trust. I kind of like what Cody and Logan were described about, and others mentioned, I was a man, so I couldn't have problems. I couldn't talk to anybody about it. I had to toughen up because men didn't do that. And then when I did street times, I did reach out to people. It'd be held against me. So when I have that, who am I going to? I just don't reach out to anyone. I fully admit that's something I still struggle with. Like I said, there are a few friends and my sister, and God pretty much who I reach out to. And thank God, one of the few times I did reach out is when I was going to kill myself. I reached out to my sister, and she talked me out of it. So that's one of the few times I did reach out. So I'm thinking that was a sign from God that I need to reach out more, but still struggle for me without a pass.
Susan, 1,351 days today. I reached out in the hardest way. I was one bad decision away from relapse when I entered hope. Thank you, Tony and Stephanie, for coming. I appreciate you guys. It's awesome. And Babs. And not only did the reaching out save my life, but it also gave me hope. And thankfully, I've been able to help a few people with God's guidance and light to keep them on the right track. And I just can't wait to see what he does and keeps using me. It feels like I do his work. So, that's all I guess.
My name is Jeremy Allen. I have 962 days in recovery today. When you repress and bottle everything up, you implode and explode, and it not only hurts yourself, but those around you. Reaching out is very important because mine was complete chaos for me my entire life. Growing up with it, I was lost for my entire life because I couldn't express my feelings properly, and that's when the violent behaviors, and then after that, the drug and alcohol use. It's not okay to live like that. We need to reach out. We need to end the generational curses. Now I can reach out, and I have my son sitting here with me because of that. It stops with me. We don't have to live like that as men anymore. We can talk about our feelings. It is okay to not be okay. This is the time where we go around and introduce the new people.
I'm Casey Joseph Snyder. I'm 62 day clean, and very blessed to be here. First time I reached out was with my heart, and it was to Jesus Christ, and that solved something that I could not fix for 22 years. I'm blessed to be here, and thank you.
I'm Jason. I'm at 285 days sober. My third Sober Soldierz meeting. You guys are awesome. I really enjoy them. I'm a resident manager at Salvation Army. Next week we're planning on bringing a band to the Tuesday and the Saturday meeting because I enjoy you guys so much. That's all I'll pass.
This far where we circle up, there is going to be some fellowship at Beat Ups on Merle Hay after the meeting.
Beat Up?
Ooh, that was almost your hand.
We can do that. Alright, gentlemen. Come on. Alright, gentlemen.
Hats.
Who's Father?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Casey Copy. Casey Copy. I love you, open day tomorrow. Should I go to B-Dubs? I spent the weekend on? Is that what you said? I didn't get it on the button, so I was on.
Well, I was hoping, but I got hit.
Something worse.